Now you can see that I have uploaded the photo. You can see it over here. Now what I'm going to be doing is make sure that the photo is related to the Fiverr, whatever it is. Now let's say from this photo we can see that it might be somewhere around tutorials for maybe fashion designing or how you can fix your fit and different methods. So I'm going to do is first off delete the photo. I'm going to keep it on uploads because, it just stays uploaded over here so you can use it for various purposes. Now, on the template, I'm going to do is search for fashion. Okay, hit on enter. And there we go. We have fashions. Okay, now all the things are related to fashion. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going to be, let's say I'm going to do is find something where I can use only one photo at a time. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is going to be, let's say I'm going to do is click on this maybe. Okay, this looks good. Now, as I already have it, I'm going to do is remove the things which I don't need. So this is going to be removed, trendy fashion. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove this photo. I'm going to do is go off to uploads, select on this photo over here. There we go. We have our photo. But I'm going to do is edit the photo and remove the background. Now I'm going to do is wait until the background has been removed from the photo. And then after it has been removed, what we're going to do is align it perfectly so that it looks very professional. You can see it over here. I'm going to do is increase the size of this. Let's say I'm going to do is take it over here. I'm going to do is click on position. I'm going to go off the layers. I'm going to do is take it underneath. Okay. I'm going to do is take it over here. Maybe it looks a lot better. There we go. And it is looking a lot more better. What I'm going to do is change the colors a bit and also change maybe, the text and also the colors because I need it to look somewhat like this, okay? And I want simple colors instead of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to be clicking on this text or this box. First thing I'm going to do is just change this color maybe. Okay, so let's check this color and also check the color of the page. Okay, I'm not going to be needing this color anymore. So I'm going to do is maybe change it into something like this, a bit darker. Okay, there we go. It has changed up. I'm going to do is change this color too because I'm not going to be needing that. So I'm going to do is maybe something like this or maybe this. Okay, it looks a lot more better. Then I'm going to do is maybe change this color over here of this box. And I'm going to do is change this color into something like this and maybe a bit darker. There we go. I'm going to do is change this color over here. I'm going to click on effect and I want the color to be maybe something. Okay, let's just check the color over here. Okay, now this color, I want it black and I want the background to be a bit different. So I'm going to do is maybe change the color of this to be maybe something like this. There we go. I'm going to do is check the color. Okay, totally works. Make sure you can also keep it italic or bold. It's up to you. And you can also change the font maybe. What I'm going to do is use this. What I'm going to do is maybe, okay, let's just go off the text styles or fonts. I'm going to do is maybe find something which looks a lot more better. Okay, I'm going to do is find out something maybe like this. Okay, so I'm going to do is find out something similar to this or maybe this, or let's go off back and find out something funky. Okay, we can use something comic too at the same time. You can see comic and we can use funky if you want to. So I'm going to do is maybe find something that actually goes well with this. So I'm going to do is take it over here. I'm going to do is reduce the size of this text. I'm going to do is take it over here. I'm going to do is also change it into something funky over here. Fonts. I'm going to do is this one. I'm going to do is make sure to change it something like this. There we go. I want it till here. So I'm going to do is reduce the size of this text right over here by the bat. And then I'm going to do is obviously fix it, align it basically. So I'm going to do is first off, make sure to fix the spacing. I want letter spacing a bit more. Okay, there we go. We have it. I'm going to do is make sure to select on it again. And I'm going to do is decrease the size a bit more. There we go. And I'm going to do is reduce the size. And then I'm going to do is first off, select both of them at the same time. I'm going to do is reduce the size. There we go. I'm going to do is select on this and make sure this is a bit smaller. I'm going to press on G and group them up. I'm going to do is take it right over here. I'm going to do is take this over here. I'm going to do is increase the size just a bit. There we go. And there we go. Trendy fashion. I'm going to do is fix the spacing a bit. Letter spacing. There we go. So as we have it, I'm going to do is select on this text too, and obviously use this tips and inspiration. And there we go. We have our Fiverr, let's say this is going to be our Fiverr thumbnail. Let's say I'm going to do is take it a bit above now so that we can put in, our, tips too. Let's say I'm going to do is first off, go off the text. I'm going to do is add a text box, then add a list. Let's say learn how to design your let's say your closet. Learn how to not design, sort your closet. Then let's say learn how to use which color will make your outfit pop. Then let's say I'm going to do is put another one. Learn how to make your own fits. Okay, so I'm going to do is increase the size a bit. Control Z. Fits. Do is take it to the left. Take it to the left again. There we go. I'm going to just obviously make it somewhere around over here. Increase the size. And then change, the size. Or let's say change the font. What I'm going to do is take it to maybe something like this. So there we go. We have our thumbnail ready. This is how it will look like. Now let's start off from scratch. So I'm going to do is obviously we had made another page. Here what we're going to do is going to be start off from scratch, and which is going to be very simple. So let's go off to elements, and let's say I'm going to do is click on the shapes, and I'm going to do is make something very similar to that. What I'm going to do is obviously take this. I'm going to use the same photo. So I'm going to do is wait. Okay. So I'm going to do is put this over here. I'm going to do is duplicate it. I'm going to do is change this color. Go over here. Make something like this. Do is make another one. I'm going to do is change the color a bit more. Make sure to put it like this. There we go. What I'm going to do is obviously take this around over here. There we go. We have 3 of them stacked over here. And I'm going to do is Control G. All of them are now over here. And do is increase the size. There we go. Looks a lot more better. Then I'm going to do is go off to uploads, and I'm going to do is, instead of that, let me just take this over here. Okay, I'm going to do is just make another duplicate. First to duplicate, I'm going to do is take another copy of this. There we go. We're going to be making this on this side. There we go. So this is where it's going to be. So let's just take it a bit more to this side so that we have a bit of space where we can put in our text. Let's just say I'm going to do is take it. Okay, let's take it over to this side. There we go. Now what I'm going to be doing is going to be putting in a couple of elements. What I'm going to do is, instead of that, let me just search for fashion, hit on enter, get on the graphics, and then I'm going to do is put in a couple of elements just so that it looks kind of good like this. Okay, so after I'm done with that, I'm going to do is put in the same type of things which we have over here. Let me just get this copy over here, okay? It's going to be the same. So I'm going to do is keep this over here. And you can obviously try to make, your, bullets or whatever it is to look a lot more better, okay, if you try to make your own ones, okay? And then what you're going to do is going to be, you have to make sure that you're connected to internet. So what we're going to do is going to be taking any of these elements which we have over here. So what I'm going to be doing is going to be finding up something which, basically kind of looks better on this, or how it will look on this one, on this photo, or on this page. So I'm going to do is going to be taking this, and I'm going to do is change the size. I'm going to do is make a couple of copies of it. Let me just make, something like, a background or a pattern, okay, over here. Make duplicates. And what we're going to be doing is that we're going to do is take these underneath, so you don't have to worry. Duplicate, and there we go. And what we're going to do is going to be clicking on position. I'm going to do is layers. I'm going to do select on all of them. Control G. And I'm going to do is first off reduce the transparency. Control Z. Okay, increase the transparency first. I'm going to do is select on this one too. Not this one. Go off the position. Let's just take it underneath first. Control G. There we go. I'm going to do is first off take it underneath this photo. There we go. Then I'm going to do is going to be fixing the transparency. There we go. We have it. Now, as we have it, what we're going to do is going to be obviously putting in whatever we need over here. Now, what I'm going to do is take this, which we see over here, tips and inspiration. We can also make it, so don't worry. So I'm going to do is first off, click on this and maybe make my own one. What I'm going to do is take this over here. So this is kind of like, this over here. Let's just take it over here. I'm going to do is put in my text box. Certified. Increase the size. What I'm going to do is put on maybe something like this. Make it bold. Over here. Bold. And obviously color to be red. And obviously we need to change the font. Maybe this one. There we go, certified. And then I'm going to do is click on this and add in a border. You can see the border, and the border is going to be basically yellowish or maybe a bit gold. Okay, so I'm going to do is click on this over here, and I'm going to do is find something a bit better. So I'm going to do is either take it over on this side, and we can also try something like this. Okay, looks a lot more better, certified. And then I'm going to do is take it underneath, and then I'm going to do is put in another element so that I can put in that. Okay, I'm going to do is put this over here, take it a bit, like this, and I'm going to do is change the color of this into maybe this, or let's say I'm going to do is take this, certified. I'm going to also take this color to be the same, this one. I'm going to do is put in tips and inspiration, Control C, Control V. What I'm going to do is just put in the text box, add a text box, Control V, tips and inspiration, increase the size. What I'm going to do is take it over here, increase the size a bit more. There we go. Make sure to put bold. And then I'm going to do is use this font, and I'm going to do is change the color to red. So there we go. We have 2 thumbnails for our Fiverr gig. Okay, so this is going to be very simple. Then you can make your own ones, and you can see both of them are quite good, and it all depends up to your creativity, how you're going to want to make it. So I just hope you understood everything about this lesson, and the rest is like totally up to you, because it depends on how you want to make it. And I hope you just, follow the steps. And if you have any question, then feel free to ask me anything. So let's move on to our class projects of this course.